Hey guys, thanks for joining me. Today we're going to work on a little bit of shoulder and hip mobility. It's not going to be super hard. It's not going to be super easy. It's going to be that baby bear just right. My name is Scott. Let's get stronger. It's wonderful to be back again with you guys. I hope you're well. Roll out your mat and then make sweet, sweet love to that mat with your feet. Move your toes around. Take a moment to enjoy your feet being out of shoes. Now we're going to take that right hand, place it on top of the head. We're going to lift the left foot. Make your left thigh parallel to the ground or something as close as you can get. Slowly lean to your left. And even push your left ear towards the floor and try to touch your right inner thigh with your left hand. Very nice, guys. Now reach back with your right hand and grab your left foot. Pull your heel to your tailbone. Hinge forward and place your left palm on your right knee. Make sure you keep a bend in your right knee, so push the kneecap into the palm and lift the left knee up. Come back, bring that knee in front of you, grab it with your right hand, and I want you to try to pull your left kneecap under your right armpit. Left hand is on the sacrum there. Now rest the left ankle on the thigh, and left hand pushes the left knee down towards the floor as you squat a little bit. That feels good. Now we're going to take that left foot and step around behind the right leg, to the outside of it, in fact, and behind it. Squat down. It feels a little bit like a curtsy. We're going to go nice and slow. You can stop anywhere where you feel trouble or you feel strain. If you can touch that knee all the way to the floor, gently go there. Now we're going to take the left foot, step wide to the left, wide to the left. And then we're going to turn the left foot out, bend the left knee, and reach down to touch the floor in front of the left foot. Rise back up and turn to your right. Place your left hand on your right hip and your right hand on your sacrum. Step back into the center. Now left hand goes onto the top of the head. We're going to lift the right foot off of the mat. Right thigh parallel to the ground again, or something close. And slowly lean to your right and see if it's possible to touch your left inner thigh with your right fingertips as you press right ear down towards the ground. Reach back with your left hand and grab your right foot from behind. Pull the heel as close to the tailbone as you can manage. Hinge forward and place your right palm on your left knee. Lift the right knee up. Keep that bend in the left knee. Breathe. Rise back up. We're going to bring that knee in front of us again. Capture it with your left hand. Right hand on your sacrum. Try to pull your right knee under your left armpit. So that's not just to the left, but it's up and to the left. And now, if I get my balance again. See, that's why I didn't fix it. You know, I want you to see my mistakes. Push the right knee down, and they're not mistakes. They're not mistakes. It's just our practice today. Now we're going to step right foot to the outer edge of your mat to the left. Hands on your hips. Slowly hinge forward. Imagine trying to slide down a wall. Keep your heart upright as you kneel. Stop anywhere you like. If you can get that knee to the floor. Woof! That's pretty intense. Rise back up. Great job. Take a big step out to the right. A great big step. Like you're stepping over a hole or something. Now you can't see it, but I'm reaching my left hand to the floor in front of my right toes. This is not my greatest video recording moment right there. Now, left hand on your sacrum, right hand on your hip, and just try to twist. Doesn't it look like I'm doing an ad for like a jeans commercial right there? And step back into the center. Plant that right foot. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinge forward. Let's do a salutation, get warm. Lift your left leg up. Exhale, step it back nice and soft. Inhale your knee down. Press your chest forward. Your right heel might lift. And then slowly push your butt back. Now what's important here is that you're not trying to grab your foot and lean forward. Notice I'm upright, spine's parallel to the floor. I'm really working to pull the right toes back towards my hip. Really working the front of my shin and stretching my calf. Plant the hands, step back, lower all the way down to the floor. This is not quite an up dog, not quite a cobra. Lift your feet and then push your chest off the floor. Plant your feet as you lower your chest. Push up and press back into downward facing dog. Take a moment to just press your heart back to the space between your feet. Deep breaths here. Really enjoy those breaths as you lengthen through the front of the torso. Right leg lifts and we step forward. When you're ready, we're going to rise up, take your hands off the ground, reach up for the sky, pull your elbows down, press your forearms back so your arms look like a goalpost, also known as cactus. And this is called a cactus twist. So from the lunge, we're going to turn to the right. Make sure you can't see your left arm out of the corner of your eye. Reach up and face forward. And then place your hands on your hips, lean forward, and step left foot to the right. Let's do the other side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinge forward. This time the right leg is going to lift and step or slide back, whatever works for you. Inhale, your heart forward, your right knee down. Try to press those nipples against your shirt, hard against your shirt. Stretch out the front of your shirt, hard forward. And then we're slowly going to push back. Are we going to push? Yes, I did it eventually. Now, as we sit to the right heel, remember, really work on driving through the left heel, but pull the top of the foot and the toes back towards your hip or your knee. Really work on straightening that left leg. Now come forward, plant the hands, spread the fingers, step back, lower all the way to your mat, lift your feet a few inches, maybe 6 inches off the ground, maybe a foot, and then press your chest off the ground. As you lower your chest to the ground, lower your feet, pull your belly button tight and push up. Press back. Yeah. Oh, I love those first salutations. I love going slow and reminding my body what it can do. So just move around here, guys. You cannot do it wrong. Lift the left leg up and step soft as you can. Your ability to step and not stomp that foot is core power, right? Core control. Pull the elbows down, press the forearms back, open up the fingers, tighten the belly. Like somebody's going to slap you in the stomach, and turn to your left. Make sure you can't see your right arm when you're twisting. Reach up, and then as you exhale, place your hands on your hips, lean forward, and step right foot to the left. Now we've got a pattern. Let's repeat. Reach up, exhale, hinge forward, lift your left leg high, breathe in, exhale, step back soft. Inhale your chest forward, your knee down. And then begin to push your butt back to your left heel. And remember, be upright, lift the heart, and pull your right toes back. Come forward, plant your hands, step back, lower your body all the way to your mat, lift your feet off the floor, and then press your arms straight. Lower your chest, lower your feet, tighten your belly, push up, press back. The only thing that feels better than the first one is the second one. Lift your right leg up. Exhale, step forward. Remember, step soft. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, pull the elbows down, forearms back. Turn to your right. And when you inhale, reach up. As you exhale, hands to the hips, lean forward and step to the top of your mat. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinge forward. The right leg lifts, breathe in. Step back as you breathe out. Inhale your knee to the mat and your chest forward. Lift the chest and press it against your shirt, then push your butt into your pants, straighten your left leg. Keep your spine straight, you're upright. Really see how I'm pulling those toes back. Come forward, plant the hands, step back, touch your chest to the ground, lift your feet, push your chest until your arms are straight, lower your chest, lower your feet, push up, press back, down dog or crouching cat. Left leg lifts. Exhale, step forward. Rise up. Hands to the sky. As you lift the hands, lift your right heel. Pull the elbows down. Tighten the belly as you turn to your left. When you inhale again, reach up, face forward, exhale your hands to your hips, lean forward and step to the top. We'll do one more set. Reach up, breathe in. Exhale, hinge forward. Left leg lifts, breathe in, step back, breathe out. Knee down, chest forward, inhale. Exhale, push back, straighten the right leg, pull the toes to the hip. Come forward, plant the hands. Step back, lower your chest. Lift your feet, press your arms straight. Lower your arms and your feet, lift your belly, tighten it, push up, and press back. Lift the right leg up. Exhale, step forward. Reach both hands into the air. As the hands go up, so does the back heel. Pull the elbows down, turn to your right. Keep the hands open so that somebody far away could see fives in your hands. Step forward. Last one, guys. Reach up, breathe in. Exhale, hinge forward. Lift the right leg up. Exhale it back. Inhale, the right knee down and the chest forward. Exhale, push your butt back to your right heel and pull your left foot back, your left toes back. Come forward, plant the hands. Step back. Last one, chest to the floor. Lift your feet, press your arms straight. Lower your chest and your feet, pull your belly tight, push up, press back. Lift your left leg high. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, reach both hands up. Back heel rises with the hands, pull the forearms back, pull the belly tight, turn to your left. Reach up and face forward. Reach down, hands to hips, lean forward, step to the top of your mat. Yeah. Oh, it feels good. Feels good. Now we're going to turn and take a big step to the back of the mat to the right. So we're turning to the long right edge of the mat. Bend your knees one at a time. Slide those hips side to side. Get a little funky with it. Just get a little funk on it. Put some stank on it. It doesn't matter what you're doing. If you're moving, you're grooving. Movement's medicine. All right? Hinge forward. Place your hands on the floor. Walk your hands to your right. Bend your right knee. Sit to your right heel. Point your left toes up and pull those left toes back towards the hip, just like we were practicing just a second ago. Now, right hand is on the side of the head. Left hand is on the ground. I'm going to push my left hand firmly into the ground and lean left ear to the left thigh. Notice I'm not lifting the right elbow to the sky. I'm not trying to turn and look up. I'm trying to lower the side of my head to the top of my left thigh. Now that feels good. Turn slowly to the back edge of your mat. Lower your left knee down. Point your right toes to the right. Place your right hand on the inside of your right knee and then push your chest away from your knee and your knee away from your chest with your right hand. You can't see it there, but my hand is on the inside of the right thigh, just pushing it away from the chest. Now we're going to slowly turn back to that long edge, walk the hands over to the left foot, sitting to the left heel, point your right toes up, and then pull your right foot back and pull your toes back. Place your left hand on the side of your head. That right hand is pushing firmly into the floor to push your chest back. So we're not leaning down, we're trying to lift away. We push away, and now we're drawing right ear to right shoulder and armpit to right thigh, lengthening through the left side. But that's a deep stretch for that lateral line from the side body all the way to the back and inside of your right thigh. Now lift your butt and turn to your left. Lower the right knee down. And notice I'm just stepping that left foot into the right position. Remember, your limbs are never really glued to the floor. So now you can get a better view here. I've got my left hand on the inside of my left knee and I'm just pushing it away from my thigh. Loving on those hips, I'm loving on my hips. Plant your hands, step back into the down dog or the crouching cat. Get funky with it. Move around, spread your fingers. This is really great for stretching those pec minors, opening up the chest, opening up the heart. It gives us space to take some deep breaths. Now we're going to go elbows down. Notice I didn't lock my fingers. The hands are planted, palm down, the thumbs touch, but I'm really just trying to lift the heels and lower the heels. And when I lift the heels, I'm pressing back a little bit closer to the top of the feet. As I lower the heels, I relax at the arms and shoulders a little bit. And it doesn't have to be, that precise or mechanical. It's just movement, right? So just enjoy the movement and the space and the freedom that it's providing you. Now, knees are together. We're going to step the hands wide, and we're going to swing the hips gently over to the right. So the weight is in the right hand, but please make sure you keep your left knee on the mat. And then take it over to the other side. So the hips are going to shift over to the left. I'm pushing myself to the left with the right hand and bearing the weight in my left hand. Come back to center. And let's do one more time on each side. Over to your right. You're going to have so much freedom in your hips after this. You're just going to want to go dancing. You're going to want to get freaky on the dance floor. That is my premonition right here. I'm the is that Nostradamus of yoga. Now, step your right foot forward. It's time for one of my favorite mobility moves. Reach up and over with your left hand. That's the arc. Then reach under your right thigh. Reach as far as you can to get a high five from garden gnome. And then reach up and over with the left hand and arc. Create that space on the left side. And as you lean forward to the inside of the right knee and reach under the right thigh with the left hand, reach up. We're going to do one more. And reach under. Get that low high five, that baby high five. Inhale up. Now exhale that left hand behind your back and find your left hand with your right hand. So we're going to bind our hands behind our butt, pull your knuckles to the ground, and that'll lift your heart up. Lift the front of your right foot, the forefoot, pivoting on the heel. Turn your right toes to the right. And then simply bow. Squeeze the palms and lift the fists as you bow the head and the heart to the inside of the right knee and hip. And here you can play around with just working your hips forward and back. Again, just play around. Don't ever feel like you're stuck or you're trying to hold a pose. A lot of times when we're holding poses, we're just holding our breaths. I said breath. Breath. I was very clear about that. Breath. Step back, not breasts. Don't hold your breasts. This is getting awkward really fast. Lift your knees an inch and try to drag your elbows under your knees. That's just a nice little crunch there without the strain in the neck. And then touch your heels and lift your butt. Plant the hands, step the left foot forward. We're going to do the other side. And hopefully it's going to be less awkward. Don't touch your breasts. Just reach your right hand up. And as you exhale, reach under your left thigh, get that garden gnome high five. Inhale, up high. And exhale, down low, not too slow. Go slow. Inhale, reach up and over. Man, I love stretching through the sides. I love lateral flexion. It's how I take those deep breaths and I oxygenate this incredible brain. Squeeze your palms, lift the front of your left foot, turn the foot out, and slowly bow. As you bow, lift your fists. What an incredible opening there through the chest, across the shoulders, under the collarbones. Man, I love that. Now, I was just playing around here to see if I could get my head all the way to the floor. You may not have gotten close to that, or you may have exceeded my pose by 1,000%. All we're doing is trying to do our own personal best for today and not judge it. Now notice my thumb tips touch, palms are flat, fingers are spread, elbows are trying to drag under my knees with my knees lifted an inch. There's our crunch, and then we're going to reverse that. So rise up and touch your heels. Lift your butt off your feet. Look up at the sky or the ceiling, wherever you, whatever you see when you look up, that's what we're doing. Come forward, plant your hands. So you're in a tabletop. Lift your left knee and step it to the outside of your right calf. The hands are going to go wide again, off of your mat, and we're going to lean to the right, push to the right, look to the right. Then the left foot steps wide off of the mat. We're going to leave our hands on the mat, at least for the moment here. And in a moment, I want you to try to lift your right knee and left hand 1 inch while you push down into the other 3 points of contact. Now, right hand reaches right and left leg lifts and extends, and your big toe points to the left. Plant the hand in the foot, and we're going to do the other side. So let's take that right knee and step over the left calf. Step the hands nice and wide. And then we're going to lean over to that left hand. Keep your right hand on the mat, even though you could probably take it off. Just so we stay grounded. We're not trying to get on that hip all the way to the floor. We just want that stretch in the right IT band, a little TFL love. Step to the right. Here we go. We're going to lift the left knee and the right hand 1 inch, maybe 2, and we're going to try to drag those 3 remaining points of contact to the center. And then plant the right hand and the left knee, reach the left hand left, lift the right foot to the right. Breathe deep here. That's a stressful move. Don't forget to breathe. Never hold your breath in a pose. Sit to the heels. Let's take a moment to rest. Close your eyes. Feel your heart pounding in your chest. What a great feeling. The feeling of sweat and strain and stretch and work and movement. Plant your right hand on the back right corner. Reach your left hand to the sky. And as you reach your left hand up and over your right hand, which is on the floor, lift your butt. I'm telling you, man, I love those side stretches. Man, that's the key to my incredible breath power. Step your right foot forward. Plant that right hand again where it was in the corner. Place your left hand in the half skull. That's your thumb slid right over the ear. And then lift your butt. Lift your left elbow away from your left knee. And then slowly turn to your right. Point your left elbow at the wall to your right. Oh, baby. That's a good one, right? Now release. Come forward and step that right foot and knee back so you're back in a tabletop position. Step the hands nice and wide. And what we're going to do is place the crown of the head right on the mat. Notice that the fingers are wide, the hands are wide, and I'm going to push myself forward to roll onto the top of my head, pressing chin to chest. But I have my hands at my side so I didn't have too much weight in my neck. Let's do the other side. Reach your left hand to the back corner of your mat. Reach your right hand up and over your left shoulder. So you're trying to get your right hand to hover over your left fingers as you lift your butt and turn. And then we're just going to step left forward and take that stretch just a little bit deeper. Left hand back to the left corner, right hand on the side of the head, thumb slid over the ear. Lift your butt off your right heel. Lift your right elbow away from your right knee. Slowly turn to your left. You're looking to the left, pointing your right elbow to the left. Oh, man. I want to do it right now. Again, that felt so good. Step the left foot back, step the hands wide, and we're going to do that little stretch for the back of the neck again. Now, it's really important here that you manage the weight of your body as you pull your hips forward and you roll on the top of your head so your chin presses to your chest. Make sure your arms and hands are managing that weight on your head. Really good, guys. Take a deep breath. Hey, are you flirting? He just winked at me. He's flirting. Slide your right foot forward to the left wrist. We're coming into a pigeon leg position. And I'm just going to keep working those left toes forward and my right toes forward and my left knee back. And then I like that, just try this, just play around with it. See if you can grab your right big toe with the peace fingers of your right hand. So you're resting with your forearms in front of your foot. So what that helps me do is keep my right heel from sliding back under my groin. But yours might need to do that, okay? So if having your right shin kind of parallel to the top edge of your mat is intense, allow that right foot to slide back under your groin a little bit more. And here we go. We're going to turn the left heel down. You're going to get a much better view on this the other side. But I've planted my right elbow on the arch of my right foot and placed my left hand on my right. My thumbs are touching the sternum. So I hope that you guys take the opportunity to sort of review these or rewind and then try it again if you missed something. Go ahead and release that. Now we're going to walk the hands over to the right and lay the heart on the inside of the right knee with the left hand on the right. Taking a moment to bow there to the inside of the thigh. I mean, I did this practice like an hour ago and I feel fantastic. So that must mean in an hour you guys are going to feel great. Now step back into a side plank, left foot steps forward, and we're slowly going to press left ear to left shoulder. And I do want to let you know, guys, you can skip that if you want because I forgot it on the other side, or do that pose on the other side. That's my bad, but when you're just moving organically, you kind of make mistakes. So that one little movement there, it's a great counter movement. You'll want to stop the video and do if you think about it here in a minute. Now we're going into the pigeon position. Slide the left knee to the left wrist, and we're trying to slide left toes towards the right wrist. And like I said, you're going to have mixed results, especially on either side. Not just your results are different than mine, but the right side is different than the left almost always. I grab my left big toe with my left quote fingers. That's these bad boys. And then I grab onto the left elbow with the right hand. And here, I just breathe. You might be thinking about your shopping list. You might be thinking about something super happy, like a cute little puppy dog licking ice cream off your nose. You know, it doesn't matter where your head's at right now, but if you think about it, be mindful about your breath here. Now we're going to go into that wicked little hip opening twist. So I'm going to plant the right heel. So my right toes are pointing right. When you're ready, hold your foot in place and left elbow to the arch of the left foot. Oh, snap! Palms together, thumbs touch the sternum. We are cranking on those hips, but remember, everything should be uncomfortable. You should be able to breathe through it, but it should not be causing you pain, okay? Plant the right hand, and then slowly walk your hands over to your left. Place your right hand on your left hand. And then just bow the heart to the knee and bow the head to the floor, maybe. And just like any prescription medication, guys, yoga is a prescription. And your results may vary. Step back. Here's where that pose was. Pause right here. And do the pose. If you haven't done it, or skip it, I don't know. Mistakes. I leave the mistakes in. You got to live with them. I've got a lot of bad tattoos. Most of them I'm really proud of, but you get stuck with the bad ones too, onto your back. Pry your knees apart. Now, that's not a view I'm proud of right now. Yeah, I'm feeling a little uncomfortable about that. But that's yoga, right? Place your hands on your thighs, lift your butt. Try to draw your knees in. Lengthening nipples to knees, squeezing the glutes. I love it. Legs are straight. Now we're going to make robot arms. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, make sure you can see that video there. Robot arms. We're going to drive the elbows down to lift the heart. Notice my head is not falling back. I'm trying to keep my neck neutral. So that helps us work muscles in the neck too, as well as in the shoulders. Plant the palms. Step the feet back. Lift the booty. Make it your duty to lift up your booty. Any of my old students will tell you I've been saying that for 12 freaking years. Now, robot arms, legs are straight. Here's the second one. We're doing 3. I love 3s. Press your chest off the ground or your back off the ground by pressing your elbows down. Remember, keep your head and neck neutral. Lower the heart. Step the feet back. Lift your booty butt. It's your duty to lift and work the booty. Hooty, 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 and the blowfish. Okay, we got one more to do. Drive through the heels. Drive into the elbows and lift your back and shoulder blades. Keep the neck in neutral. Don't let your head drop back. Keep that space between the chin and the chest. Lower down, step back. Plant the hands, lift the butt. So this practice is, grab your head and pull your chin to your chest. That's going to feel really nice too. Rest the head. Now we're going to do just a couple more things to give a little bit more love and loosey-goosiness to those hips. Cross left ankle to the right thigh and lower your knees to the left. Left hand reaches to the left. My right hand is reaching above my head. So the back of my hand is on the floor above my head and it's sliding away from my skull as I press my right knee to the left corner of my mat. Release. Plant the left foot, cross the right ankle to the left thigh. We're doing the other side. Lower your knees to the right. Reach your left hand up and back. And while your left hand is reaching for, say, a wall behind you, you're trying to press your left knee down to the right corner of your mat. So as I was starting to say there, I want to dedicate this class to my good buddy JR, who's, just like most people, dealing with a lot of hip and shoulder mobility issues. Release that. Place your butt on the center of your mat. We're done. Oh man, that's just good stuff right there. Now I also just want to give a shout out to Ryan Warnock and his brother Kyle Warnock and all the other Warnocks. And thank you guys for watching these videos and sharing them with the lacrosse team. I think it's the Thunderbreds. I really appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate all of you guys. Stretch out into Shavasana. Take some deep breath. We've arrived. We've arrived at the end of another practice. And hopefully there's going to be one after that, one after that, one after that, because one isn't going to fix all the shit we've been slowly getting wrong, getting screwed up, malaligned, and it's a slow process to work our way back. It's more important as we age. Every time you're celebrating a birthday, guys, I hope you're also reminding yourself on that birthday to just double down on your efforts. Because as we get older, the muscles want to atrophy, the muscle cells and fibers, they want to check out and not be repaired and not be replaced. And that means we just slowly get a little bit weaker. And it's creepy how it creeps up on us, nice and slow. So I hope you guys will join me again for another class. You can always become a member on Patreon. And it is our Patreon members that are our producers of all of these videos. You guys get all the credit, and there's the names there scrolling. And I'm so grateful for all of you, and I'm grateful for the people that are dropping in donations on Venmo and the Cash App. Really appreciate you guys. If you enjoyed this video, please leave us a like. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you're instantly up to speed and aware when we drop a new video. It's really great to be offering you guys something to help you with your health and with your vitality in these strange and unprecedented times. God, I just don't want to hear that anymore, do you? But thanks for being here. Thanks for being here, guys. Love you, and I'll see you in the next one.